Hey, Makhi, how you doing? Thanks for being
So,
on. Hey, you've always been a pretty good shot blocker, but this year the team's really doing well in terms of number of blocks. Just wondering what your thoughts are on that. How important that is.
shot blocking is definitely something big for us, with our length and athleticism. Um, and coach always says we can all have the ability to, we just got to do it. So I think we've done a good job tracking the ball and helping out man that's in front of the ball out. Um, Also, the guards have been getting blocks like T-Mart. I think KB got a few, and Devo got a few as well. So definitely important.
Yeah, I think Layden got three the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
What,
Late also.
are you kind of jealous, or do you think, hey man, that's too many blocks for you little guys. You need to save for us big guys. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's what I'm known for. So, I mean, it was nothing. I mean, there's no competition.
Do you feel like I mean the NCAA of the box score didn't say altered shots, but do you feel like when you guys are blocking shots, especially that game you had 15, you've had 10 a couple of times,
Yeah.
when you guys get blocks early, I mean 10 against a Duke, I don't think too many teams do that. Can you get a sense that maybe teams are getting a little gun shy, or you're affecting other shots even if you're not blocking them?
Just the length is just really what affects the shot. Being able to create like what would I say? Just any way to cause pressure on the shot is what's big for us. Coach preached that, and the guys listen to it. So
Yeah, I got a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Mike. Thanks.
Curtis.
Hey, Kai, I think Oklahoma was picked 12th in the preseason in the Big 12. Obviously, they're undefeated, nationally ranked, and you guys are trying to climb back up after a couple early setbacks. I guess, what's the mindset of the team, about this opportunity and maybe the importance of this matchup on Saturday?
uh, just take every game as one game at a time. Coach always preaches we got to respect our opponent, no matter who they is. It could be Purdue, Duke, ODU. We got to respect them every night because they're every player is good in this NCAA league. Um, so we just gonna take it one game at a time and continue to listen to coach on the game plan, on how to beat these next coming games we got going into the SEC play. So I think that's a best plan for us.
And I don't know how far you guys have gotten into scouting report on Oklahoma yet, but what do you make of them as a team so far, and maybe specifically, your matchups there in the front court?
Uh, they're a good team offensively. We do know that they've added some athleticism and strength at the guard spots and stuff like that. So coach has done a good job of getting us ready, preparing us with film of guys and stuff like that. And we just gonna continue to abide by coach's rules. Once he makes certain rules like to certain players and stuff, so we just gonna follow game plan.
Scotty.
God, that kind of leads me into my question. How do you feel like you guys have followed the game plans in kind of each game this year?
I mean, we've pretty much done a good job up until like UNCG. The plan was like to not let them shoot as many threes, and players are good, like Coach said in this league. A couple guys got hot. I mean, pretty much for the most part, I think we've done a good job. And also, like we probably had a couple of days of preparation while we was in the Bahamas, but no excuses. We still got to be prepared.
I was looking at some of Oklahoma's numbers earlier. They finished really well at the rim, I think over 70%. Like in your mind, how do you keep this team or any team that's good around the rim from being effective at the rim?
It's going to take good rim protection, good on-ball defense, all five guys, good nail help, as we call it, good stunts when the ball is kicked out, good X outs. I think it's going to take pretty much everything to win this game. But a tremendous job by like bigs like myself, Chandler, and Trevor Brazil with the rim protection.
And the last thing I have, you've played in BOK Center against OU before. What is that environment like to play in, and what do you remember about last year? I think you played really well last year. I think with 4 assists.
It was a great environment. It's like, I mean, it's just another game for me, but it was a great environment for sure. I definitely liked it. I felt the atmosphere. It was like pretty 50-50 with Arkansas fans, Oklahoma fans. But it was good, and we played hard, and the outcome was what it was.
Jackson.
Hey, Makhi, I know it's a long season, but a lot's kind of changed in just a week since the battle for Atlantis. You know, you guys have the win over Duke, and Tremon's back. I mean, are there noticeably like much better vibes within the team right now than when you guys were done at the Bahamas, or have you been pretty even keel throughout the start of the season?
I think things have been pretty even. We've done a good job with coming together and gelling. I think the Bahamas really helped us in terms of togetherness and stuff like that, and being all in. And yeah, we've been pretty tight.
What's the emotional boost just been like having, Tremon back with the team, and it was a scary fall, but he really hasn't missed too much time.
Uh, Extremely excited. It wasn't nothing bad. You're talking about his ankle, right?
Come on.
Man, I'm thinking you talking about Trevor Brazile. Oh man. Tremont Martin, nah, that was a scary fall. I thought you was talking about Trevor Brazile, but we all was sad. A couple guys was crying on the bench and stuff like that. Even the UNC fans was asking about him, and we was letting them know that he was okay. I even sent the text to our trainer that to see just to check on him, any type of information we can get. But once he texts, we all love the message. We all text him and stuff like that. And it's kind of scary seeing him the next day in a wheelchair. So we just had high hopes for him and said our prayers and stuff like that. And I'm glad he's back though, for sure.
But you got a question? Bob?
Yeah, so to stay on the teamwork theme, like you say, he was on a wheelchair. I'm sure that was a precaution, but he probably couldn't move around very well. And then to think like about 10 days after he's in a wheelchair on your flight home, he's out there playing, 20 plus minutes. And just how impressive is that? And Eric said he showed up every day to practice in his gear, even though he wasn't going to practice. Just kind of what I just wondering your thoughts on that.
Definitely showed toughness. I like that a lot. I kind of figured that he was that type of gritty player. I kind of like it, honestly. It definitely showed me a lot. It showed the team like he has toughness, and he, despite anything that happened, he wants to be with the team. So I was definitely impressed with that.
And then I know he, maybe he didn't play as well the other night as he normally would because he's, missing practice, and I'm sure he's still going through stuff. But what'd you think of the way he played, and then maybe how much better he could play, maybe looking more like his old self on Saturday?
He gonna get back into it, getting the flow in the game. He definitely was a hard fall. He definitely didn't look like himself, but he'll be back.
Another thing on the block shots, obviously you didn't have, Trevin for most of last year. Of course, then you lose your brother. He had a ton of blocks too. And then Chandler's blocking a lot. But what's it mean, to have TB? Hopefully he's okay for Saturday, but moving forward for the season to have him, and then Chandler's addition in terms of the block shots.
It's definitely something that we preach. Like I said, something that we set the standard from last year. So for them to have that same type of mentality is definitely good for the team.
And one more, I think OU's about a +10 or +9 something on rebound margin, and I know they hit the offensive boards hard, and Furman had, I think, 15 offensive boards the other night. That was one thing y'all didn't do real well. But what do you think about their rebounding margin, and just what do you guys maybe have to do to rebound against those guys and not give up, the second chance points on offensive boards?
It's going to take all 5 of us to get better with that at practice. I think we probably do something today. Some coach could probably make up something. that'll get us better.
Yeah, so I got one more. Eric's gone over this a couple of times, how there's different scouting reports. Like it used to be an assistant coach would take game X and another coach would take game Y and whatever. And now the guys are all kind of doing the same thing where somebody takes personnel, somebody takes, plays, somebody takes whatever. And these are the players like that. What's the difference in the way the scouting reports are presented? How's that been?
They'll be giving us a lot of information. Leading up to games, scouting reports, like you said, rules, like I said before, the coach, like, as we watch a film, implement like rules on players, like certain tendencies that we want to stop. So it's been good overall.
But I mean, do you like the fact that there's some consistency, like Keith Smart's doing this and Ruda's doing that, and Michael Musselman's doing that, that it's not just a different coach every game, assistant coach doing the scout, but there's a consistency to it with guys doing breaking down certain aspects of the opponent, game after game after game.
I don't know.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.